Hi guys, welcome to another video in the Python tutorial series. In the last video I had discussed a little bit about the data types and variables in Python, and in this video I'll be covering how to take input from the user and also how to use if conditions. So yeah, let's get started. Now you might remember in the last video I had used IDLE Python shell for running all my code, but in this video instead of using this shell I'll be using a text editor and then I'll be running the Python file through my command prompt. So yeah, I'll be using Sublime Text for this purpose, and just in case you don't have the software, what you can do is you can click on file on the IDLE shell and click on new file, and whatever I do in Sublime Text you can replicate that here itself if you do not want to download Sublime Text, but I do recommend it anyways. So yeah, let's get started. So first I'll create a new file with the name, I'll save it in my desktop with the name python tutorial.py. So .py is the Python file extension. The first thing that we were going to discuss was how to take input from the user. So I need a variable to store the input that the user gives, right? So I'll just take a random variable a and write input. That's it. Now whatever the user has provided will be stored in the variable a, but keep in mind whatever the user inputs, no matter what it is, it will be taken as a string. So now just for confirmation purposes I'll print a after taking the input. So yeah, let's run this. So yeah, I've opened my terminal here. I'll move on to the desktop where I've stored this file, and to run this file I need to type python3 and then the file name, which is python tutorial.py. So yeah, when I input a 10, the output is 10. If you want to add a certain message to whatever you want to input, there's one way you can do it. Within the parenthesis you can write enter a number. So here what this will do is, I'll just show you. So now it says enter a number. Now whatever I enter here is printed as it is. Alright, now as I told you before, whatever you input, even if it is a number or whatever it is, it's considered as a string, right? So just to confirm that, what you can do is print type of a. So type, I mean, it's pretty obvious, it tells you the type of the variable a. So let's just see what it is. So now enter a number, I enter 20, and it's an object of class string. Now what if I want to do some mathematical operation with this? So I have to cast this to an integer first, and in the previous video I had shown you how to do that. So this is the way how I do that, and after this I'll again do a print type of a. Now let's see what the type of a is. Now it's a part of the integer class. So as you see, after casting it to an integer, it obviously gets the type of an integer. So yeah, that's basically how you get input from the user. Now moving on to if conditions, I'll teach you the use of if conditions using a small program. Let's say you want to print out yes if the number that the user enters is greater than 10 or no otherwise. Alright, a very basic program. So for that we already have the input script, so now all we need to do is put in the if conditions. So the syntax for that is if a is greater than 10, alright, we put an if and then add a space and then put in our condition, and then after the condition is done we put a colon, and then we move on to the next line but with some indentation. As you see, I've used a tab here. So now this indentation basically signifies whatever is inside the if condition. Like if the if condition is validated, I'll execute whatever is indented. So I'll print yes, and now for the rest of the cases I have to put an else condition and then again indent the next line and print no. Now let's run this program. I enter a number 20 and it says yes. I enter 5, it says no. Now let's say I want to complicate this a little bit. I want to print a yes only if the number is greater than 10 and less than 20, and I want to print a no once if the number is less than 10, and I want to print no twice if the number is greater than 20. So let's start doing that. So my first condition was if my number is greater than 10 and less than 20, I need to print a yes. So all I need to do is I need to put an AND here, specify my second condition, a is less than 20, and then I print a yes. I keep the indentation. So now here, instead of using else, I'll be using an elif because I want to specify another condition, which is if a is less than 10, I print a no once. Now since I've considered all the cases and only one case remains, which is if my value is greater than 20, I print a no twice. So for that I can just use an else and print no. Alright, let's run this. I enter a number 15, I get yes. I enter a number 25, I get a no. I enter a number 5, I get a single no. So yeah, that's basically all about if conditions in Python. Hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you for watching.